welcome to GUAT News.
Made for gamers by gamers.
In today's topic, we're doing Uber. Select cars that drive around the 32 major cities, which are for NFL, for the NFL teams, so not just 32 random cities. They will actually be giving away free NFL 16 copies for Xbox One. I did not hear if they were doing it for PS4 also, but I believe it was just with with Xbox One. So do you guys have any thoughts about that? If it's right to do just for one console, or...
Well, if you're gonna pick a console, pick the good one. At least pick the right console to do it on. I'm sorry, Xbox is just a shitty port. Unless they fix it, which they won't.
I thought Uber was supposed to be a call taxi service for prostitutes, not an NFL 16 delivery car.
Well, that is true too.
Well, but Uber is you use your car, your time, your gas, and you get paid for it. So I'd be more worried about the people that are driving, giving away the copies, and instead of doing that, just taking the copies for themselves and selling it.
I mean...
Unless they did some kind of certified driver from Uber, through those cities, maybe they only have one car in those cities, and that's a certified driver they know won't steal it, so somebody from the company.
Yeah, well, I can almost guarantee you that person's going to keep a copy for themselves.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that it's a scam. And you buy the game and then you get home, you open it up the case, and it's a copy of Call of Duty, but the big red one.
No, but see, you don't buy the game. You just go somewhere and they give you the game. So when you're paying your fee, they just hand you the game. So I could see somebody taking the games out of the cases if they don't put the wrap around it. So them taking it out of the cases and then putting just a random CD in. So
well, they're going to put the wrap on.
Yeah.
They're going to. They do that before it leaves the factory. You know that.
Yeah.
Either that or they are very sneaky and good in the art of switching discs and being able to rewrap the game, and then you open it up and you try to play the game and it doesn't work. You put it in your CD player and it's welcome to my demo mixtape. Enjoy. It's just some shitty rap music.
Random, but
yeah, it's it's a good thought. Though.
I think it's a good thought, but I think the Uber and the people who make Madden will probably handle that the correct way. I think they'll handle it right.
They probably have certain regulations for the drivers. And they probably do give them a free copy themselves.
Oh yeah, the drivers will get a copy. Yeah. That's probably part of the reason they agreed to do it in the first place.
Any other last thoughts before we move on to a new topic?
Not really.
I hope Madden 16 is nothing like 15, because 15 was fucking atrocious.
Well, but it was
15, shit.
15 wasn't as bad as 25. 25 was bad.
Oh, I played 20. That was the worst Madden game I've ever played.
And we have Madden from 95
in recent
for the
years.
Sega.
That's the worst one I've ever played.
That is the worst one. I'd rather go back to 8-bit to play Madden than play 25 if I had to.
There was no 8-bit Madden.
16 though.
Yeah. Madden 92 was the first year.
Yeah.
Good talk.
So what if you had the scenario that you either had to pick Madden to play on the Sega Genesis or play a new Madden, but you had the same controls for both. So let's say you got a PS4 controller for Sega, but you had the
That'd be the most confusing game of my entire life. I wouldn't know what to do there.
You lost me when you started this little
lost him at scenario.
You lost me at the awkward at the 5 seconds of awkward silence.
What I want to talk to you guys about, do you think that Madden will be better on PS4 or Xbox One, and why?
Well, I'd say probably PS4 because we have a lot better community. And they're not really assholes on the community when we're talking and whatnot. But we also have a lot more support from Sony themselves, so they'll give us free stuff, maybe a new jersey or a retro jersey from a team. But another thing that Xbox
Xbox
has,
will make you pay for everything.
yeah. But
But
Xbox, you might be able to get some stuff cheaper at like the beginning time when it first comes out, which is actually came out probably like 2 weeks ago or so.
yeah, just about, not too long.
So, but I don't really care about the debate which is better, PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. I own a PlayStation 4. I think it's better, but then when they say what's better, PlayStation 4 or PC, PC is definitely overrolling to everything, except most people don't play PC games that like you want to play like Madden. Most people don't play Madden on their PC unless they don't have a console. So,
Yes.
any thoughts about that, Nick?
Is it possible to get Madden 16 on the Atari 2600?
No.
Because that would be fucking
Development
epic.
their development is not currently positioned in that direction right now. Or ever.
Fuck!
Okay.
Alright, you were talking about something about NBA 2K16.
Oh yeah.
You were talking
So-
about that?
Our next topic, guys, is
Was he?
NBA 2K16. 2K has gotten a deal with a select number of colleges, and those teams are Arizona, Arizona State, Georgetown, Kansas, Louisville, Michigan, Texas, UCLA, UConn, Villanova, which is in Pennsylvania, it's actually in Philadelphia, and Wisconsin. So those are bigger teams for NBA. EA Sports actually lost their NCAA contract in 2013, so when they were doing 2014 stuff, and that's because they didn't want to renew it because they didn't think it was a very big thing. But a lot of people follow like college basketball and college football. I could see like college hockey not really being that like great of a thing to have, but so NBA 2K16 actually has that. It launches in September 29th for the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PC. So those are the obvious ones. I'm surprised they didn't go to Wii U, being that the Wii U you can like connect GameCube controllers up to it. So
Well, I think my guess to be why they didn't do that is because
graphics.
yeah, like the Xbox One and PS4 are both so new,
Yeah.
and making it backwards compatible with PS3 and 360 isn't that hard.
Yeah.
But the Wii U is so much older, like it's just really old now at this point, and making
Yeah.
them compatible is just not very easy.
And you can actually pre-order the game, guys, and it lets you play a little early. I didn't get the exact time. I think it might be like a week or so early for like a beta maybe. But if you really want to play early, you'd probably buy it through Sony, and you could get the early access, which is a day before. And 2K Sports has released the first in-game 1080p screenshots of NBA 2K16. We actually have the trailer here for you guys, but we're going to talk about it first before we actually go into it. I have watched it myself. Have either of you guys watched it?
We started to watch it.
But
Oh,
I
we
do
did.
have comments on the topic in general, especially with them adding these college teams, and there is a big following for college sports here in America, and especially when EA lost their license, and in 2013 in NCAA football 14 or 13, one of those two was the last one. I remember I was pissed off because I love those games. I'm a huge college football fan. I'm going to be watching the games tomorrow. So, yeah, for the fans like me who like the college sports, we're really upset that like there's no college sports games. And with basketball being a big thing in the NCAA, there aren't even any NCAA basketball games before they lost their contract. They were hardly ever out. So to have the college basketball inserted into this is going to be a huge step up from what EA ever even did with it.
So does 2K have any football games? I don't know.
No, they do not.
They don't.
So I think one thing 2K should probably like try and invest into is going into doing football.
College football,
The only thing
Well,
I'm
not
aware-
just
yeah,
not just college football, but having
having a rival.
NFL
Yeah.
and also having college, so they can put them both together. Because I know when I played, I liked to play it because I knew some people on those teams, like people who would graduate from our school or people that my family knew. So I liked doing that because I got to play as those guys.
Yeah, I like the idea of like that NBA 2K16 is trying to add the college basketball in because I enjoyed college basketball. It's great.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
And
thing.
it's just
Right now, 2K and sports-related things with 2K, they've only been doing NBA the last couple of years. A couple of years ago, they lost their Major League Baseball license, which I know is a big deal because now there's like no NBA, I'm not NBA, but no Major League Baseball games left on
there's
the
only like one.
on the Xbox anymore now because PS4 and PS3 got the
Yeah.
show still.
Yeah.
And then they brought back that RBI baseball replacing it. The graphics on that look like shit.
Yeah. And there's some indie games that have baseball in it, but they don't have like actual teams. They have their jerseys and their symbols, but they don't call them like the Pittsburgh Pirates. I saw in one was actually the Pittsburgh Pierogies, which I thought was pretty funny because the mascots are the pierogies. So we're actually going to show you guys the video now. It's going to be on the screen above us. We're going to let Drake launch that up. And we'll talk about it at the end, not through it this time. Alright guys, before we show you the last about 20 seconds of this, we're going to talk about this part of it. So one thing I want to point out, graphics look nice. Like they have the sweat coming off of the guys, the new dance moves, like their celebrations are pretty sweet. You guys have any thoughts about that stuff?
I think they look really good. They actually stepped them up from the last game, and I really like that.
That's the thing too, is that 2K's graphics engine never used to be really good in recent years, and this is a big step up from
That's a huge
some of the
step.
previous games. Because I remember the last MLB game they ever made, it was only like a year or two ago. The graphics on the players and the crowd looked like shit, 10 times better in this game. This is only a couple years later.
And another thing with this, they actually have, like, they had the interviews like they did before. I want to know if they still have their Nike sponsorship, so if they can put the Nike ID in, so like you can customize your shoes, because that was always something fun, just customize a pair of shoes and put it on your player.
I would bet they probably put that in. They probably
Even-
got the license to do it.
Even if they didn't have Nike, they probably have other licenses.
They have some. There has
Like
there's-
we did see a pair of Nikes on there on Wade, I think it was, when he was jumping. You could see it, so we will definitely have that kind of stuff. So that's one thing I liked about the games, other than they're actually fun sports games. Any other things before we start the last part?
No, you, Drake?
Nope. Alright. We're going to play the last 20-30 seconds or so.
And this is what shows you what could possibly be the college part of it.
Hi everyone. This has been an extremely tough decision. Each school was carefully considered, but I have finally decided to choose. I've decided to go to the great University of...
So there you go, guys. They don't say what university this person is going to, but that is the first glimpse you got to see about the college teams coming in. So I'm guessing you get to customize your guy, you go into college, and then you get drafted from college to NBA. You guys have thoughts about that?
I don't know how much of the college you're going to do or be allowed to do.
Since
It could just be like a couple games, or you could do it for, I don't know, they could even have 4 years, I don't know.
yeah.
But it just could be, it could vary, I would say they'll probably play a couple games as the college team. Then they might have the rookie showcase. Then you get drafted.
So this is something that you guys might be able to see. When you pre-order now, you receive the NBA 2K16 on Friday, September 25th. 4 days before.
It's 4 days, yeah.
$10,000 in
Virtual
currency and my team VIP. So I might actually pre-order it so that we can do like an NBA type thing here
We can
on
have
our
a little,
channel. Yeah,
do a
like
little
little
thing.
tournaments or something like that.
Have like a
For right now, we'll stick to Rocket
have a
League.
GUAT News character maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And then like each of us play a game or do something like that. So guys, that's all we have for today. Any last comments, questions, or concerns
Well, I
about
think if NBA 2K16 does, if they do it right, I think the college aspect could be, it could either be just a great addition to that an already good game, or it can bring back college basketball games if they do it well enough.
it? What's you, Frank?
I think if the NBA, 2K rather, is going to try to work with the NCAA on college basketball, then I think they should revive the college football games as well and give it a try.
Well, if they get one to work, I don't see why they can't do the others. I mean,
It's just like that's the one sport that 2K's always avoided is football because they used to have hockey, they used to have baseball, now they have
Yeah.
NBA still.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is GUAT News. You have myself, HankofWisdom. You can check out my channel in the description. We have Rise Up Vlogs here with us. You can check out his in the description. You also have my Instagram on there, which is HankofWisdom. His Instagram, which is...
Dominion Spy 1.
And we have Drake Brown 25 on there. You guys check us out down there.
And if he's nice enough, I'll put my Twitter link in there as well because that's all my video links to.
So, you guys check out our Facebook page. We don't really post that much right now. Check out our website. You guys can actually give us ideas for what we should do for articles. It will be the first link you'll see in the description.
Check out our bullshit Instagram for site gaming.
Oh, yeah. And leave a like, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a good day.